Hi everyone, I'm Leah Wright, and welcome to our first edition of the Eagle Gridiron video blog. Today we are going to talk to some of the players and Coach Thexton to get their views on the season so far and thoughts of the game against the Shelton Chargers on Friday night. So let me send it to my partner, Samantha Halitozo, who is with head coach Larry Thexton now.
In the first 3 games of the season, you have found yourself quickly dominating your opponents on the way to easy victories. As a result, you've sat your starters early in those games to avoid running up the score. Does the lack of reps hurt your preparation for district games?
I don't think so. In district play, the teams that we're going to play are very physical. They're a lot of running teams, and our goal pre-district was just to come into district play healthy. So that was our main and number one concern.
Shelton brings a physical style of play to the game Friday night. How do you go about stopping a big mobile quarterback like the Chargers' Ben Ludke and their speedy running back, Rich Morton?
Well, Ben makes some really solid decisions, and we've got to make those decisions happen in a hurry. So I think Coach Stark is just going to bring a lot of pressure and force quick decisions so we can find out who has the ball and then try to rally as many guys to the ball as possible.
You've taken over the play calling this year on offense. In the first 3 games, you have thrown just 1 pass. What conditions do you look for when you're deciding to pass?
Well, not so much conditions. We just want to be very efficient in the passing game, and right now, when we do throw, I think we completed every pass, and our goal is just passing efficiency, not how many we throw, but just as long as when we do throw it, it's for a big play.
When you run over 95% of the time, what's the key to being successful in the run game? When the opponent knows it's coming?
Just everybody, all 11 guys knowing who to block and who not to block, and when all 11 guys are doing their job, things just happen to open.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck against Shelton on Friday night.
All right, thank you very much.
After 3 relatively easy victories, what do you expect from Shelton this week?
I think the competition is definitely going to be harder. They have a bunch of big guys, so I think we're just going to have to play really hard, keep our assignments sound, and I think we should be good.
Sounds good. You're averaging over 26 yards per rushing attempt this year. What is the secret to success of the rushing attack?
Definitely the blocking outside is very good. Chad and Paul and Reagan, they're doing a great job blocking. I'm just finding the holes and reading the blocks, and it's working out perfect.
Awesome. So homecoming is coming up next week. Have you got your date all lined up?
Oh, I do. Leah Wright back here. My fabulous homecoming date.
I've smelt something wretched in the locker room. Is that your locker?
Probably.
Okay, well, thank you, Davis, and have a good practice.
Thank
You admitted 22 of your 26 kickoffs for touchback this year, and the average kick is going 8 yards deep in the end zone. What did you do this summer to increase your leg strength?
I've been doing a lot of stuff. I've been working out with Coach Pena. I've actually been stretching a lot of kicking. Comes from flexibility, so just increasing your flexibility can make it go a lot farther.
You have yet to have a chance to attempt a field goal this year. What do you think your maximum range is?
It depends on what day it is. I'd say with about no wind, somewhere around 55 yards, I can consistently make that.
How does a natural grass field affect your distance on kicks, and how do you adjust for different surfaces and different weather conditions?
Well, that actually makes a huge difference. I actually prefer to kick on natural grass as long as it's short. Once it gets a little bit thicker, it takes a lot of distance off and you can't hit it as consistently. But turf fields are perfect to kick on, and well-groomed grass fields are pretty good too.
I understand several Division I colleges are offering football scholarships to attend their school next year. Have you narrowed your choices down, and what are you looking for when you make your choice?
Oh man, well, I'm not really sure where I'm going to go. A big part of it is whether they have a good engineering school. I think school comes first because, I'm probably not, I'll attempt to go pro in kicking, but if that doesn't work out, you always got to have a backup plan. I'm looking at Baylor and Memphis right now as main 2 options, but I'm ready for anything else that comes along too.
As a diabetic, what precautions do you need to take in order to participate in Friday night's games?
I just got to make sure my blood sugar's in check by testing a lot before the games. It's really important because if my blood sugar's off a little bit, it could potentially make a huge factor in me making or missing a field goal. So I just got to keep that in check and make sure, I'm intact with all my, my body and everything with that.
Thanks, Elliot.
You've made the move from linebacker to defensive end this year. What are challenges of this switch?
A lot bigger people at the line. About it.
You already have 3.5 sacks in the first 3 games. What special tactics do you use to put such intense pressure on the opposing team's quarterback?
You gotta be fast and strong. That's about it.
You already have 85 yards rushing on offense, but have narrowly missed a big touchdown run a few times. What kind of abuse are you taking from the other backs for not scoring yet?
Not much. Just keep trying.
Any end zone celebration plans when you score this year?
Not yet.
Taylor, you've already rushed 517 yards, 10 touchdowns, and are averaging a ridiculous 23.5 yards per carry. What is the secret to your early success?
Hard work during the summer to get strong and faster, and basically just giving it my all every play.
In each of the first 3 games, Prince Peace is up by so many points you rarely got a carry in the second quarter. It must be frustrating to work so hard in the offseason only to play for 10 to 15 minutes. How do you deal with that?
Well, coach is just trying to get me, keep me healthy through the preseason, and then this Friday night you'll see a lot more carries and a lot more reps out of me.
In the non-district games, you played very sparingly on defense. Will that plan change when the Eagles face Shelton on Friday night?
I'm not actually sure about that. I think they're trying to keep me mainly on offense so I can go 100% every single play.
What do you and your teammates need to do to come out with a victory this year?
Just focus and give it our all on Friday night.
Thanks, Taylor.
So there you have it. Should be a great game on Friday night. Make sure you get out and support your Eagles as we open district play. For Leah Wright and Mackenzie Ramirez, I'm Samantha Calatozo for Prince of Peace Sports. See you next time.